Hello, hi friends, welcome back to Vachi Online Teaching. Today I came up with the second session of SCRT Biology, and today we will be discussing the second topic, the neuron, the nerve cell, the structure of neurons in detail. And before going to the topic, if you are seeing my channel for the first time, otherwise also if you're not subscribed my channel yet, please click on the subscribe button and the bell icon also, please click on it so that you will be notified with my upcoming videos. Okay, so let's get started. So neuron, so last class we will be telling about the sense organs and how we receive stimulus through our five basic sense organs, and how it is transported to the brain, and how brain is processing it, and it will be sending back signals to the effector organ. That means it will be mostly a muscle movement. Muscles are the effectors. Okay, and you will produce a response in relation to the information that you got from the brain. And for this impulse transmission, that if you are sensing something in your receptor cells, that information is transferred to your brain through specialized cells called as neurons. Also, the information which is back from the brain to the effector organ is also transmitted through nerve cells called as neuron. Okay, so neuron, you can say that it is the nerve cell, and it is the basic structural and functional unit of the nervous system. Okay, and like all other cells, your neuron also has a cell membrane, a cytoplasm, and a nucleus. Okay, but the shape of your neuron is like this. Okay, this is your neuron, this is one nerve cell. Okay, it has a cell body, and there are some projections from the cell body, and one projection is very long and it end up like small projections like this, and this is known as the cell body. It has a nucleus, it has a cytoplasm, and there are a lot of granules in the cytoplasm which act as neurotransmitters. And this short branches from the cell body is called as dendron, and the finer branching of the dendron is called as dendrites, and the one dendrite is connecting with the other dendrite of another adjacent neuron, and that is how information from one neuron is transmitted to the next neuron. Okay, and the long axon, this long tail is known as the axon, and this is the axon ending, and axon ending has axonite, the synaptic knobs, the final protrusions, and your axon is covered by a cushion cover called as myelin sheath, and the gaps in between two myelin sheath is called as nodes of Ranvier, and the internode is known as the Schwann cell. And the nerve impulse, the information is transmitted through your neuron in the form of electric impulse, and it will jump from one node of Ranvier to next node of Ranvier, and like this it will go, and it will reach up to the nerve ending, the knob, the synaptic knob, and here there will be the axon ending of another neuron, and the space in between this is known as the synapse. Okay, and this is the synaptic knob, and in the synapse there are special neurotransmitters being released from the synaptic knob, and it is transferred to the next neuron, and that is how the information is transferred through the entire length of your neuron. Okay, now we'll see one by one in detail. This is the cell body, this is the nucleus, this is cytoplasm, and the small projections are called as dendrites. Dendrites are actually the branches of dendron, and this part receives impulse from adjacent neuron. Okay, then this projection from the cell body is called as the dendron. It's a short filament which extends from the cell body, and it carries impulses from dendrites to the cell body. Okay, and this is known as the Schwann cell. It is a covering, a cushiony covering which encircles the axon. Okay, then this is the axon filament. Okay, this yellow color long tail is known as the axon filament. It is the longest filament which arises from the cell body of the neuron, and it carries impulse from the cell body to the outside till the axon ending. Okay, and this ending of axon is called as the axonite. It is the fine branches of the axon, and it carries impulses to the synaptic knob. Okay, and these black dots are called as the synaptic knob, and it is the tip of the axonite, and it secretes neurotransmitter. Okay, and it is in the form of neurotransmitter. The impulse is getting transferred to the next neuron. Okay, so this is the structure of the neuron, the basic structural functional unit of your nervous system. Okay, now axon of most of the neurons are repeatedly encircled by a sheath, a lipid covering, a fat covering, and it is known as the myelin sheath. So now we'll be discussing about in detail the axon and the myelin sheath, the structure, the function of myelin sheath, and okay. So the axon is the long branch or the long projection or long, one of the dendrite is very long, and that is known as the axon. And the axon will enters axonite, and its tip is called synaptic nerve, and the tip will release the impulse in the form of a neurotransmitter, and that will carry to the next neuron, and it will reach out the whole nervous system. It is like that. And the axon, most of the neurons are repeatedly encircled by a very thick membrane containing lipid, and that membrane is called as the myelin sheath. And why this myelin sheath, why your axon is covered by a myelin sheath? The main function of the myelin sheath is that it provides nutrients and oxygen to the axon, and also it accelerates the impulses, and it also acts as an electric insulator and protect the axon from external shock. So these four are the function of your myelin sheath. Why? There is a extra cushioning covering all over your axon. It acts as a source of nutrient oxygen to your axon, and it accelerates the nerve impulses. It make it more faster, transmission more faster, and it acts as an electric insulator and protect your axon from external shock. Okay. So this is the function of the myelin sheath. Okay. And the your nerve is actually a group of axons, and the myelin sheath in the nerve cell is formed of cells called as Schwann cells, and the myelin sheath in the brain and the spinal cord is formed of a special kind of a cell called as oligodendrocytes. Okay. And your myelin sheath is white in color, and the part of your brain and the spinal cord where myelin sheath is present is called as white matter, and the non-myelin sheath part is called as the gray matter. Okay. So that you will study in detail when you study about the structure of the brain, but just understand that one nerve consists of lot of axons, or a group of axons is called as a nerve, and the axon of the nerve is covered with a lipid covering called as myelin sheath, and the myelin sheath consists of Schwann cells, and the myelin sheath covered part of your brain and spinal cord is called as white matter, and it consists of a specialized cell called as oligodendrocytes. Okay. And the non-myelin sheath covered part of your brain is called as the gray matter, and the function of the myelin sheath is providing nutrients and oxygen to the axon, speed up the nerve impulse transmission, act as an electric insulator, and protect your axon from electric external shocks. Okay. So what are oligodendrocytes? Oligodendrocytes and axon cells are cells which provide protection to your neurons, and an oligodendrocyte constructs myelin sheath by covering the different axons simultaneously, or by covering different parts of the same axon repeatedly. It's like a special type of a cell which cover your axon. Okay. And myelin sheath is made up of Schwann cells, and a Schwann cell encircle the axon repeatedly. When you just take up an axon, there will be myelin sheath, and it has a Schwann cell also, and this is very thick lipid covering, and it acts as a protection to your axon. Okay. So this is about the structure of neuron, and the myelin sheath, and oligodendrocytes and Schwann cell, and the function of the myelin sheath. And in the next class we will be studying about how nerve impulse is produced and how nerve impulse is transmitted. This is for the current session. Keep watching my channel. Thank you.